off the spaceship. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Yeah. Find me with my dogs in my solitude. Watch my family grow from 4 into a multitude. Been living it below sea level, finna rise to another altitude. Been searching, seeking knowledge, but all the time I had the aptitude. I flipped my mindset to the switch to say I will not lose. Mama said them sticks and stones won't break my bones, I never bruise. Whenever it come to trouble, man, the girls pull a tongue, we always cruise. I heard others thought only get it out for me, but it ain't no news. I got 4 in the dough in Memphis so they can get the blues. If you need a few clues that blow off your under rules, send your compliment to the new girls I got coming through. Send your compliments to the new girls I got coming through. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. Yeah. What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Jada King Hefner, the beautiful Saima Renee Uzumaki, and the beautiful Mara Blade in the background. And we're back again for another show. And today, the Power Surge on the Dog King Power Hour. And it's just a simple title, basically saying that this is just going to be a quick lightning of a show. Excuse me. Not rushed at all, but just an efficient show. We're going to just check in with you guys, go through these comments, which I have some good comments to go through. And as always, let you enjoy your Wednesday. But first of all, I want to say glad to have you here, man. Glad to have you for another show, man, wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, noon, or night, whatever country you're in, time zone. We just thank you guys for tuning in. We want to say God bless you, whatever you're wishing for and hoping for, believing for. We're praying that you already have it. Health, finances, new relationships, promotions, whatever it is. We pray you have it. And we always say, believe it and you will receive it. Excuse me. So today, like I say, I was thinking about naming the show something else, but I said, no, this is going to be a power surge of a show. But my mind was just going to all the things I've been talking about recently is about with all these innovations and how everybody, they're basically pushing us into the future that we want to be in, man. I'm telling you, with all these innovations that these companies are coming out with. And like I said in a recent video, what I'm really loving about these times is, as a companion doll enthusiast, it's damn near the best. Man, it's probably the best industry to be an enthusiast of right now. Like I say, I'm really on this biking thing right now, and I'm loving bikes. But bikes aren't evolving you know, they've had their time where they've evolved, and they're still evolving. Don't get me wrong, but they're not evolving at the rate of companion dogs. I mean, they're growing like wildfire as far as advancements, and it's so crazy because we're sort of in the golden age, but man, it's crazy. We're sort of in the we say we're in the golden age, but this is literally the beginning. This industry just really got kicked off around 1996, so it's no telling what the hell we're finna be seeing. Now, don't be misinterpreting it, because I know so many people, I've said it before, so many people want things to happen in their lifetime that they just quick to believe anything. You know, as far as they want to believe that robots are going to be walking 2 years from now. As far as looking just like humans, it's not finna happen. Not only that, people keep on looking past the whole point of whenever they finally get the robots looking just like humans and they can walk, talk, and do all this stuff, they ain't jumping in your household anytime soon once they can do that. As crazy as people are acting right now, shooting, killing, robbing, and doing whatever they're doing, the government is not finna just sanction you to have a walking, talking robot that you can strap a bomb to or something and send out your door to harm somebody. Then it's going to be a lot of regulations in place before anything like that ever takes place. When they can just walk, and because that's a machinery that's moving around your house, and it can be dangerous. And even Matt McCullen said, for real, dog, these robots, if they do go out of control, not a Terminator where they're thinking, but let's just say they malfunction. One of these robotic arms can break your damn neck if it hits you. So they're not going to be in our household, in my opinion. It's just opinion, though. In my opinion, in our lifetime. And that's over the next 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years, whatever you want to say. We're not going to have them in our house. What we're going to see is the things that I've been talking about. These minor robotic movements, you know, arm movements and leg movements and stuff like that. Like you say, sexual movements and things of that nature. But it's a long way away from making them walk and talk and look like they're supposed to look. And I get into that a little bit later. But as for right now, God bless you all. Glad to have you here. MGTOW won again. Man, like I say, MGTOW, you done won so many times. I know I'm going to do something different with the competition. Not to dissuade you from winning, but it's just got to be something different to where even more people get a chance to win. But like I say, I'm going to reward my people who have been winning, especially MGTOW. No matter what I do, him and other people who've been coming in here are going to have extra entries in whatever contest I do. They're going to have extra entries. Stingray, but MGTOW says, yo, man, what up, MGTOW? So let me write MGTOW down. Hold on. He won my contest again. And that's if you're a new viewer, it's just a contest I have on every Dog King Power Hour. I write down the name of whoever gets in here first. One day when I get a chance to start giving away dolls, I'm gonna this is gonna be my first contest. So I doubt any other contest is gonna be done exactly like this one. I believe it's probably just gonna be open to all my subscribers after this initial contest. I thought I had this book already ready to go, but I didn't. So let me write MGTOW. Look, he up here at the top with about 15 wins. Nobody else is even close. So thank you, MGTOW, for being a consistent winner, my friend. And Stingray says, here, JDKH. Stingray says, God bless you on this Wednesday Power Hour. God bless you too, Stingray, and everybody out there. Leo, Dog King Dog King Army team member in the house. What up, Leo? I ain't heard from you in a while. Good to see you, brother. MGTOW says, love this intro. Man, I keep on forgetting to try to jerry rig my other song, because I want my other song to play too. The one that I just recently done. But it won't recognize the video, so I'm gonna have to redo it. But man, speaking of new songs, I'm working on this new song, man. I'm loving this new song, man. Hey, this one gonna be a banger right here. This one is going to be a banger. I love my last song, and I love the song, the intro. So I'm glad you guys like it as well, man. But I'm loving this new song, and I've only got rid of the intro done and probably a couple of lines. So I'm gonna revisit that and get that written up. Hopefully that'll be debuting in a month or so. I'm saying a month. I'm gonna give myself a little time, about a month. And MGTOW says Uzumaki, yeah. And about old Uzumaki, man. As y'all can see, if anybody was here on my last live stream, I was saying how, man, Saima been out for a while because she has been sitting next to me on the bed. I think it was like almost 2 weeks. She was sitting next to me on the bed, and I was sleeping right next to her and her thick old thighs. Lord have mercy. But I was like, man, she even though all the girls are on memory foam, like you see Mara Blade back there, she's sitting on memory foam on the bed. Even in this chair, it's a memory foam, but it's not super thick like the bed. But I transitioned Saima over here sitting next to me because I'm like, yeah, it's about time for you to start standing up for a little while. So I was going to take her to the back room and take a little pressure off that big, gigantic butt of hers. But man, just like a human woman, I have not been able to pull myself to put her up. And I said, you know what? I'm just gonna have to leave her down for the rest of the week because I'm just enjoying the hell out of Saima, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love my beautiful silicone girl Mara. She's my realistic lady. Full silicone, super realistic series Iron Tech girl. You can't see her, but in the corner, Callie is still in the bed. She been laid out over there for about 4 days herself. Ever since she got off camera, she been laying on the other side of me. So she's been keeping me company. And as far as Saima is concerned, this lineup, I call this lineup my big three, and I'll explain the big three at another time, probably in an upcoming video. But man, Saima been doing a number on me. I just been loving her, man. I've been loving her. Look at them thighs. I mean, you can just big, thick thighs, beautiful face. I hit the gold mine when I finally found that silver wig for her. And man, I've talked about this on other videos. Man, guys, when you get a dog, sometimes she just will never look right until you find a wig. And you better hope you do find the wig. Cause Saima just would not look right with longer hair or with the wigs that I had. I was like, man, she just something ain't right. Something ain't right here. I was liking her, but I wasn't loving her. And one day, man, I wandered in this beauty shop, and I love when I go to the beauty shop. The girls be laughing at me and stuff but I haven't went in a while because of I haven't had the expendable income to do that type of shopping. But back when I was shopping, man, the girls used to always laugh at me and stuff when I be in there shopping. I used to laugh. I used to like it though. It was funny. But man, I wandered into this shop and saw this silver wig that she has on now, and I fell in love with it. But I didn't know who it was gonna be good for. But boy, it's like ever since I put that wig on her, it's nothing else I can put on her. Like when I go, sometimes I've tried to put other wigs on her, and I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Nothing looks good. So hopefully in the future I can find another wig with that color, and maybe I can give her a bit of a change because I really think she's adorable like that. So enough of me fawning over her. Enough of me fawning over her. And that just goes to show, man, as much as I love my silicone ladies, I still love my TPE girls. So when I say that, hey, I'm not adding any more TPE girls, it's not because I don't love TPE, because TPE, like I say, I've done a video about it already, but the best case scenario for me is to have one of each. So you have to make that decision on your own. But man, nothing like hugging and squeezing up on a TPE lady. But it ain't nothing like the ease of care with a full silicone girl and the realism that your eyes get when you see a full silicone girl. But I'll probably be doing more and more videos about that in the future. So with all that said, Austin Steele, hey, going through some of my girls' old clothes, got to spice up the wardrobe. And also, guess who finally started their trip out to the West Coast? Oh yeah, I know you happy. I told you. Once you send her off to get repaired, you gonna cheer up. I mean, she gone now. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I told you, once you send her off, you're gonna start relaxing because you're gonna be like, oh, she gone. Now she's finna get fixed. I ain't got to sit around here watching her with her neck broke or, and things of that nature. He said going through some of his girls' old clothes, got to spice up the wardrobe. And also, guess who finally started their trip out? Oh, okay. The only part I really wanted to read was about the clothes because I'm sort of laughing at myself, man. As much as I love the girls and stuff, I love these ladies. They're a part of my life in every way. But man, I'm becoming that seasoned dog where, man, my girls just don't, I don't feel that neediness like it was when I first got them. So where I always got to be trying to, I don't feel even pressure to have to try to change them every 2 seconds in new clothes because they might, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel that pressure like I did at first. At first, I was just feeling pressure where I always had to change their clothes at a certain schedule and this, that, and this. But now I'm sort of settled in with the girls and hey, look, they know me and I know them, and they like, look, man, we flowing with how you flow. We know what you got to do around here. So look, take your time, chill. I love it. And like I say, recently, I've been putting these girls to the test in a good way, though, not in a bad way. Because I'm not abusing them, but I am putting them to the test because, like I say, I be leaving them. They've been sitting out. I know Saima going definitely is right at 2 weeks again. And it seemed like I was just saying that about her the last time I had her out. I be having her out for long stints. And some people who have their dogs out 100% of the time probably be like, what do I have my dogs out all the time. What you mean? But my thing is, even on memory foam, I don't like to have my girls sitting down forever. I still want to get them up at some point in time. And it used to be about 2 or 3 days or something. But shoes, once I started finding out that they weren't getting damaged after a week and more than a week's time, hey, I've been a lot more relaxed with the ladies, so to speak. So and I got a lot of girls, so I'm not moving them around 24/7. And that's why I give my guy Heavy Metal Maltese a lot of credit because he says he moves his girls around every day, I think he says, or every couple of days or whatever. And hey, my girls may get moved around every 2 or 3 days, depending on what's going on. But other than that, if they on memory foam and I got them in a place that I want them to be, oh shoot, they finna be there for a second. Clothes and everything. Oh Lord. Also still hope everyone having a wonderful morning. Oh yes, most definitely. Oh no, don't feel guilty. Mick, I guess he's talking about he feel guilty for winning. Nah. Hey, your schedule is just allowing you to win a lot. All the reason I say I need to expand it is because it's just I know it's a lot of viewers out there who are not as active, who don't even probably know about the competition, and I'm gonna make it a little bit more inclusive. But at the same time, I still want my main people to have the main chance of winning. The main chance of winning. Yeah. Austin says, "Don't hate the player, hate the game." Yeah. He said, "I'm always awake around this time. That's why I actually woke up like 2 hours ago. And it's 12:42 a.m." Oh yeah, it's early where you are, MGTOW, because it's almost 3 o'clock here. So yeah, you definitely you out West Coast somewhere. Ha ha ha, he laughing. Austin says, "A fellow night owl I see. Join the club." Yeah, man. Hey, look, I don't even know what's gonna be happening going forward as far as my timing with the shows or whatever. I don't know what's gonna happen because I don't even want to speak about it too much. I just say I'm gonna keep on going as long as I can go, just like I'm going. And if I let you guys know if things ever have to change. So I'm just gonna just keep on going as long as I can. MGTOW, I'm actually a vampire. And Leo says, Jay, don't forget to write my win down from the other night. What I think I did, Leo. If you won, I wrote you down. If you won, I wrote you down. If you won, I wrote you down, brother. If you won, I wrote you down. Cause that's just how I get down. If you want, man, where's my book at? Here you go, right here. So where's my sheet? Oh, yeah, let me see. I think I wrote you down. I don't see you in here. I give you an honorary marking because if you say you won, you ain't finna lie about that. So I got you down there. I got you down there, Leo. Hey, 1 point is better than none, ain't it right, Leo? Stingray says all your music is flame. Thank you, man, Stingray. I appreciate that because look, man, I feel like I feel like it's been getting better since I actually started doing it. So thank you, man. Even going back to my first songs, I'm just laughing about it all. It's something I've always liked doing. And honestly, I've gotten even more passionate about my rapping ever since they killed one of my favorite rappers, Dolph, man, Young Dolph. It's just something, it's like a fire that burns in me when I rap now, just thinking about him sometimes. Austin says, you know what they say, thick thighs save lives. And this girl here, Lord, y'all just don't know how good it is to sleep on her thighs, my God. Look at MGTOW. MGTOW scared. MGTOW, don't be scared of these girls, man. He said, no way I'd go shopping in the girls section. I don't even go to the store in person. My God, man, you got to stop claiming this negativity stuff, man. You will never get over that type of stuff if you keep claiming it. That's the one thing I'm going to always get on you about, MGTOW. Always claiming that you're shy or social anxiety, or you can't talk to people and stuff. Like, you can't do that. You know why? Because you keep saying it. You keep reinforcing it. It doesn't even matter if that's in your past or if that's in your history. It's something that can be changed. You ain't got to go be the life of the party, but you don't have to keep claiming this type of stuff. Social anxiety. Look, man, I'm an introvert. I'm an extroverted introvert. Meaning that when I go out, I can talk to people, but I'd rather stay at home. But I'm not finna start saying what I can't do, or what boundaries are on me. That only reinforces what's wrong with you. That's going to make you more, if you start saying you don't have social anxiety and hey, you're not nervous, every day you'll start feeling less with that social anxiety and less nervous. But every day you keep, I'm nervous. I got social anxiety. You reinforcing that in your life. And so I keep telling you that, but I want you to really take that to heart, man. You got to stop with that claiming negativity over your life. You got to. That's going to help you be better, man. Now Austin still says, I used to be that way too, MGTOW, but the few times I've been into Goodwill, the cashier would ask, if I didn't get to that part of his statement. If I'm buying for a girlfriend and they leave the convo there. Man, I don't know about y'all. I love it. I love when the females are wondering why I'm in their section buying stuff. I love it. And what you don't know is I've talked about this. Y'all don't realize that women actually will find that is a turn on more than anything. They like when they see a man shopping, and they wish a man would be shopping for them. That's what you don't know. They may look at you a little crazy, but it's not. Some of them may look at you like you lost your mind. So what? But believe me, it's some of them looking at it like, what is he shopping for? Is he shopping for his woman? Man, I wish I had my man to shop for me. So
Hey, I like it. It's funny to me. I like to make them think. Uh, and then no offense, I'm not ashamed. Like when I was buying wigs for my girls, man, I remember I had them girls at the beauty shop so mad at me one time because I didn't know they was really gonna get mad, but they actually got mad. I was looking for a wig, and the girl was like, "Oh, so you shopping for your woman, huh?" I was like, "Well, I got 4 of them." I didn't tell her whether they were synthetic or not. I was like, "I got 4 of them." And she like, "You got 4? Oh, okay. You got 4." And they got mad, like, "Oh, okay, you gonna have 4 women?" I was like, "Yeah, go ahead and get mad then." Stingray says, "Man, I'd be a freak with my companion's legs and feet." Man, I probably would have said the same thing before I got my dolls, man. Stingray, I promise you. Man, I'm no different than any of y'all, man. When I seen even Saima looking like she does, I was thinking that I was gonna be. That's why I bought this damn girl. I was thinking she was so fine. I'm like, ooh, this is the type of woman I like. I'm like, man, yeah. Every now and then, me and her it's gonna be a nice time. But boy, you talking about how life can just change you. I was even laying in the bed thinking about this the other day. Like, man, I said I'm gonna do a show about it. Let me do a show. I'm gonna do a show about it. Yeah. Either way. Yeah. I'll tell y'all something over here though. But it's basically like, man, it's crazy how I still want them to be just as beautiful as I want any woman to be. But man, when it comes to like pleasing myself, they do not come into the picture in my thoughts. I promise you. As far as like, I'm like, no, I don't even consider it anymore. You know what I'm saying? It may have been a time, and it's hard for me to even think of that. It may have been a time where I just really, yeah, it was a time when I think after during the first few months, yeah, it was some times where I was like, man, I thought about it, really thought about it. But now, even when I see them and I see how fine they are, I might hug on them, squeeze on them, and feel on them. I do all of that. But man, when it comes to making love, I don't even consider it. I'm like, no, it don't even come in my mind. I don't even want to mess my girls up. It's crazy. I don't even want to. When I mean by mess them up, I don't even want to. Right now, I don't even want to interact with them like that. You know, putting my fluids or anything anywhere near them. It's crazy. I like. I don't know. It's crazy. It's hard to explain. I just like them. I just like them here with me, looking beautiful and being my companions. But man, I do not want to make love to them and mess them up. I like them being preserved. And it's crazy. Them just being here is enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't even got to do the sexual part. And I feel so good that, especially when I start hearing people damaging their dolls and stuff, I'm like, well, that's something I don't even have to worry about. Austin says, technically, she's not fully gone yet, Jay. What? Oh, no. Nah. He said, I was advised to ship the head separately. So her head is gone. And I have a box here to ship the rest out by this weekend. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't understand it. I don't like it, and I don't want to hear anything about it needs to be shipped separately so it won't get damaged. Because every companion doll in the world gets shipped with the head already, off of the body, sitting somewhere in the box. And that's something you could have did too. You could have took the head off, wrapped it up good somewhere, and with some padding, made sure it wouldn't shake around and all, and it could have shipped with the body. So, I ain't mad. It ain't no big deal, but I don't quite get it. Because you can't fully repair it without the body there. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you do to the head, you can't fully repair it until the whole body gets there. So I don't know. Either way, I'm glad she's still in the process of going up there. I'm gonna look at I always look on the positive, like I tell you. Now you just going too far, MGTOW. Man, I even hesitate to buy girl things online for my dogs. The truth be told, I haven't really bought hardly anything online for my dogs other than socks and maybe some panties or something like that. But I see no reason to be shy about that, man. The truth is, I mean, once you start just being online, even like I am now, man, I hate buying online. I mean, I've never loved buying online, just period, because because of conspiracies and things of that nature. But the truth is, once you even turn on the damn phone, all of us are in the same network at that point. So it really ain't no use of even thinking about it anymore. But like I say, once again, you need to get out of that what you're in, MGTOW. You know, at least a little bit, start getting out of that. It's going to do good for you as you grow in time. Austin says, but yeah, either way, I'm not worried. Well, as long as UPS handle that box with care. Oh, yeah. You're going to be good. You'll be good. Now, let us see. I think I remember you saying something about this. He says, last year I ordered, I think I remember you saying something about this. He said, last year I ordered a very sexy dog nurse cosplay from AliExpress for my dogs. The seller then asked me for the body dimensions and sizes. Had to give all my dogs body details. Ha ha ha. Most definitely. These dogs, man, they have some strange built bodies. I mean, they look beautiful, but trying to find clothes can drive you crazy. MGTOW says, imagine if the mailman leaves the package in the wrong mailbox. Hey, that's fine. Whoever get my mail, just return it to me. Austin says, hey, nothing wrong with that. I'm sure they deal with that sort of thing all the time. Yes, as soon as they get those measurements, they're probably thinking, no way this is going to be human. Man, I differ with you on that, Austin. Man, I don't even think these people are thinking that deep into stuff like that. Honestly, man. Once they get the measurements, they just gonna make the thing and don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to sell this stuff. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, I promise you, man, a lot of times we live in our own movies. We live in our own movies. And we think that everybody is seeing things like we are. Like they're looking at our movie like we're looking at it. But they're living in their own movie. And man, a lot of times they're not even thinking about you. That's what I said. Like when I was talking about how people are nervous to tell their family about the dog life. And I always tell people, yeah, your family, some of these people are going to be shocked when you first tell them. But the truth is, man, a day from now, 2 days from now, they're not thinking about your damn life. They're thinking about their life. They are not thinking about you and your damn dog. And initially, they might be like, oh, damn, you got a dog. But, after a week or so, you know what they're doing? They don't give a damn. They ain't thinking about you. And so, like, some of these measurements and stuff, you thinking like, hey, what measurements do you want for this lingerie? I want 32, 22, 34. You know what? That sounds like dog measurements. I bet he has a companion dog. Man, hell no. They're not thinking that. Look, man, these folks don't care, man. They're thinking that, okay, he got some measurements for whatever he want. Okay, here you go. Write this order up. I'm on to the next one. They're not thinking about this. I promise you, most cases, they're not thinking about this stuff. It's us that's thinking about it. And I'm not talking about me in particular, but whoever you are out there, if you're thinking about that stuff, a lot of times you're the only one thinking about it. And Austin says, with the waist this tiny, forget it. Even with the waist that's small, a lot of people, they're not thinking about this stuff. And MGTOW says they clearly knew it was for a love dog. Let's just say they did. They don't care. People ain't thinking about this stuff. And Austin said I had to give Ruby's measurements for a custom tailored cosplay, and it didn't stress me out in the least. I hope not. You know what I'm saying? I hope not. Man, don't be letting these little things stress you out, man. If anything, man, like I say, y'all need to be getting more proud of having a girl. You know, times are changing, you know. Even if you don't want to tell the world like me, you still need, if you're gonna be buying clothes and stuff, man, you might as well just start getting more proud of your girl. Stop being scared, you know. Mikta says, I see that cosplay was like 100. It was worth it. I know that cosplay Austin still had was amazing. He's got a couple of them though. He had a Tifa cosplay that I really liked. And what else did he? Oh, he had that Ruby cosplay that he was just talking about. That jump was fire. To be honest, that was fire. He got some good stuff. Now, I can't lie, Austin. I want to get on your level with, you know, a couple of costumes, but right now with a lot of things that I'm trying to do, I don't know when I'm going to get a chance. I just say that I'm not going to speak anything negative. Like I always tell you guys. And what I mean by negative, I always try to watch my words like I want you to do. Because, you know, you'll be tempted to say, I don't know when I'm going to be. No. I mean, not I don't know when, but you'll be like, I probably won't be able to do that for a long. No, that's negative. I just say, I don't know when. I don't know when. It could be tomorrow. It could be next week. Could be a month from now. But I know it's some cosplays out there I would love to put on my girls. A lot of them I would love to try on my girls for sure. So that's definitely going to happen one day. One day. One day. So either way, I'm going to speed this up. We're 36 minutes into it. Simple Jack says, good games. I don't know. I'm assuming he says good games. He's talking about like games that's coming on TV. He always says GG's. Let me see something. I'm going to hear through this right quick. Stanford says, I love the cinematography of your music videos showing off the girls are my favorite. Oh, thank you, my friend. You know, a lot of my older videos used to be a little bit more revealing, so to speak. But ever since my channel did sort of cross over into being a monetized channel, it has a lot of standards now that I can't that I have to adhere to, so to speak. And I do pretty well with them. Honestly, man, when I look around at other channels, my channel is adhering a lot more than a lot of these other channels. But even with that said, I'm not going to say anything. I just leave it at that. I leave it at that. I just say I'm doing my best to toe the line. I say that. But yeah, a lot of my older videos, they were a little bit more revealing. But right now, I'm just trying to be to do right by my channel, and I'm always going to try to do right by my channel as far as keeping everything legitimate. So I can't show what I used to show, Sting, right? Ataya and Princess Mika in the house. Great to catch you tonight. Good to see you. Or this morning, Ataya for me. But yeah, great to see you. Great to see you. Glad to see you checking in, Ataya. Ludacris. I ain't seen you in a while, man. He said, yo, yo, yo. I've been so busy. I haven't had time to catch up with the king. What up, Luda? Good to see you, brother. Man, hey, still working every day. Just like you are, man. Still working every day, doing what I love to do. So, man, glad to have you here, Luda. Yeah, man, you ain't checked in a while, brother. But I understand how it is. I understand how it is. Oh, he says, what? I also said, nah. I get what you're saying. If anything, it'll be a passing through at most. Reminds me of someone on TDF where what the delivery guy would think. Right. Man, I remember my delivery guy came here with Saima, as a matter of fact, my second girl. Man, she was heavy as hell in that box. But it was so funny. You know what was funny, man? My delivery guy, he was acting like he didn't know what it was. And I literally told him what it was. He was unloading my box. I said, man, thank you, man. I've been waiting on her for a long time. He's like, her? He's like, what you talking about? I said, oh, this is my girl, man. This is my girl in here. He's like, oh, what? This is a girl? I said, oh, yeah, this is my girl in here. He was like, damn. So he was sort of surprised. He didn't know what it was really. Or he was acting like he didn't know. And he did a good job. He looked authentic. He didn't know what the hell it was. It was late at night though. He was probably just trying to get the hell home. He didn't give a damn what was in that box at the time. But when I told him, his eyes got super big. Cause I'm like, I don't give a damn if you know what's in here or not, bro. I'm happy to have my woman home. And I understand everybody is not gonna be like that. I'm not putting pressure on everybody, but I'm just saying how, man, look, you can guess what's in here or not. I'm not living for your happiness. I'm not living for your damn happiness, brother. You can be upset, mad, or whatever. I'm happy. And guess what? I let the world know I'm super happy. Austin says, look, yeah, exactly. This is what I mean. This is what I was sort of trying to explain earlier. Austin says, they don't care. To them, it's just another package that needs delivered. And they go through probably hundreds. That's what I be saying, man. These folks, I ain't thinking about us individually. It's only you that's thinking like that. And going back to the family thing, they're not thinking about you. They ain't. Once you tell them, yeah, they may laugh or joke or say whatever they gonna say. In 2 seconds, they ain't thinking about you. They trying to go get them something from their girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever they messing with. Atai said, it's actually good that they ask for measurements. They can be accurate as possible. No one ever thinks about the measurements. Even humans can measure like a dog. Right. Some humans can have those measurements, but damn, these dogs can get super duper small, like almost kid sizes, even though they might have gigantic breasts and butt. But like you say, some of these women can have these super, super small sizes. Power Brain says, men buy clothes for their human girlfriends all the time. I'm gonna be honest with you. For those special girlfriends that I used to date, I did buy clothes for them sometimes. But one thing that I said that I would never ever do for again, I learned my lesson from that a long time ago. Was I say no matter what I would ever buy for a human woman, and I would advise you never to do this, guys. Never, ever, ever buy panties or lingerie for a human woman. That's just me. I would never do that. I've done it before, and I said I would never do that again. Ever, 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 ever. Never, never. I'm gonna tell you why. If you ever break up with that girl, you're gonna be thinking about all the panties and stuff you bought her, and like, damn, who the hell is seeing the panties that I done bought? Believe me, it's crazy. As a man, depending on how much you still love the girl, if you don't give a damn about that relationship no more and you ready to move on or something, you won't ever think about it. But if you break up with a girl and you still like her in any way, oh, you're gonna be thinking about like, who the hell is seeing the panties or even the I bought some panties and lingerie for a girl, man, and I remember I bought some panties for this one girl, and it was a couple of pair I hadn't even seen yet my damn self. You see, that was the worst part. I had been with this girl for a while, so we had made plenty of love. Believe me, it wasn't like we hadn't got a chance to make love. But I might have bought her 10 pair of panties or something at some point. Because you know why? I was a good boyfriend, and believe me, as a boyfriend, hey, even though she probably had tons of panties, you still like to buy stuff and see her in stuff you want to see her in. Man, I just remember I had bought her like probably 10 pair of pants from Victoria's Secret, and I can still remember to this day. I think I made it through about 8 of those. Oh, Lord have mercy, man. I think I made it through about 8 of those. But let me tell you something. I know for a while it bothered me that I never saw those other 2. And I was like, man, you mean to tell me it's a jack leg out here that's going to reap the benefits of me buying these damn well panties? So I had said to myself right then and there, I don't give a damn what I buy a woman. Never again will she get any type of underwear from me, wife or not. Wives can break up and divorce too. You ain't getting a damn thing. Buy it on your own. Lord have mercy. Arthur says, wait till I get a Tifa outfit. Wait, he said, wait, I got a Tifa outfit. Wait a minute. I thought you had a Tifa outfit. Who the hell did I see with a Tifa outfit on then? Cause I saw somebody with a Tifa outfit on. Send me a girl with a Tifa outfit on. So if you ain't got a Tifa outfit on, who the hell was it? Cause I could have sworn you bought a Tifa. Maybe that wasn't you then. I'm surprised you don't though. If I was you, I would already have one for the girl that's finna get to my house. But I could have sworn you had a Tifa outfit. I'm gonna have to look back through my email. Who the hell was that? WizG says, good point, Italia and Princess Mika. Man, I hate Sailor Moon. No offense. I'm not into them at all, WizGiz. I never got into those cartoons. I never looked at any of them. But God bless a girl that I don't have anything against, but I don't watch her anymore because I can't lie. She sickened me one time. And that's the girl that used to be the subject of my Human Woman analysis. And that's the beautiful Brittany Venti. But I can't even watch her anymore because she just sickened me one of the last times I saw her a few months ago. She burped so nasty. It was the last straw. I couldn't take it anymore. But she's a big fan of Sailor Moon. And I even saw my girl Anna with Sailor Moon stuff on. And I ain't gonna lie, that Sailor Moon stuff just does not do it for me. It's not sexy to me. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it. I like too many other animes and things of that nature to settle for Sailor Moon. I'm like, nah, I'm not with that. It don't look good to me. Italia said, oh man, thank you, Italia. She says your channel is one of the cleanest out of the Dodge channels. Some people are all up inside the dolls and etc. It's pretty crazy what some people get away with and not get guidelines. Well, the thing about it is those channels they don't have guidelines because they when you do all that type of explicit stuff, you're not gonna get monetized or anything like that. So they can do whatever they want to do. And I don't do that stuff because, man, I value my platform and I value what YouTube has offered me because very few channels like mine can't even get monetized. Honestly, it was just a blessing that mine got monetized. So, I really value the platform. And, I still have a lot of battles behind the scenes that I don't even want to bring up because I'm just thankful for what God has given me, the opportunity to just do what I love to do. So I just deal with the ups and downs of it. Even things that's happening behind the scenes that you guys don't know that happens. I just, keep quiet and keep going forward. And I know that God is going to open the doors that needs to be open and close the ones that needs to be closed. But like I say, I'm so thankful for what I get a chance to do that I'm like, nah, I'm not finna mess it up. That's why even sometimes when I'm going over my sites, they may have explicit material on it. And I'm like, well, I can only talk to you guys, even though I would love to pull up the site and share it with you as I'm reading. I'm not going to be in the wild, wild west and break all these rules and stuff like that to show you guys. And that's why, man, it took me over a month to edit that video I did for Iron Tick Doll on that when I did the unboxing review on Mara Blade over there. It took me so long to edit that video. Now, going forward, I'm going to take somebody else's advice, and I'm just going to probably, unfortunately, not in too bad of a way, but I'm going to have the girls covered it a bit to where I don't have to do all of that editing. Because at the heart of it, I just want to talk about the capabilities of the doll and what I see. And if I'm going to blur things out anyway, I might as well just have things covered so it can save me a little time. But let me read the rest. She says, oh, I already read it off. Ludacris says, hey, brother, you know how the entertainment biz is. Oh, most definitely. Man, any type of dream you chasing gonna take a lot of work where you're gonna have to disappear for a while. So, hey, God bless you, Luda. I appreciate you, brother. Atai says, delivery people have no idea what's in your package. Plus, they have to deliver so many packages, they never think about them. My delivery person most likely thought it was a furniture. Most definitely. And let's just say that they do have an inkling of what it is. I don't give a damn, bro. So what? You can, if he is thinking about it, he's not going to think about it for more than 2 seconds. Let's just say I'm a delivery driver. Damn, once again, you ain't even thinking about what's in your packages. You want to just drop them off. But let's just say you go to the back of your truck and you see something. You're like, man, I wonder what this is. This could be a dog. After that, you ain't thinking about that crap. You dropping it off and you finna go home and eat dinner, turn the game on. In our minds, in people's minds, they'll think like that person has dropped their package off and he's went home. He's telling his family, man, I think that person had a dog at his house. And, he's thinking about your dog all night. Man, I can't sleep. I think that person had a dog in his house. No, they're not thinking about you anymore, bro. Even if they did think about you for 2 seconds, they're not thinking about you by the time they get home. They making dinner, they turning the game on or movie on, they eating, they making love, they doing what they want to do, and they ain't thinking about us. And so that's what I say. Get it off your mind. It's just needless worry. That's all it is. Oh, let me see this. What Wiz Giz said. I likely missed it, so apologies if you already answered, but no problem. He said, but when you got your dogs, how did you end up figuring out what sizes would fit? Did you use the internet and reference size and charts? Man, that's the whole thing about the internet and these companies and things of that nature. What reference size and charts? You don't really get any reference size and charts. As far as the internet really doesn't even help you. Honestly, man. The best thing you can do is when you buy a dog, they do show the dog's measurements. But sometimes these dogs' measurements don't be in you may be in a country where those measurements don't seem to apply, right? Basically, what you have to do, man, is get you a measuring tape and do the measurements yourself to a certain degree and get in your head what size they may be. But even with me, the measuring tapes didn't even hardly help me, man. I'm gonna be honest. I did some trial and error. I got some good advice from my friend Mark. It was a guy I met when I first got to the dog game. He had like 11 Kimber dogs. He got more than that now. And he gave me a lot of good advice when I got in the game. A lot of people did, honestly, because I got advice from the guy that had 200 and something dogs. He's probably more than that now, but they were just telling me about how to buy clothes. And he was like, basically, look, man, it's a hit and miss type of thing. Go to thrift stores and, buy some smaller sizes, extra small, He said you may have to go to junior sizes, and junior sizes, that's not even women's sizes. So look, if you're ashamed about buying in the women's section, you're going to feel a little even more crazy when you have to go to the junior section, because somebody might be like, hey, what you over there buying, younger girl clothes for? Because these dogs, like I told you, even a girl like Callie got supposedly double D's or whatever, but she still wears extra small tops. Teen girls can wear the tops that she wears. So it's really a hit and miss thing. I say once you go to a thrift store and you buy some clothes, you eyeball it and you buy some clothes, it's not going to be that expensive. You maybe spend $5 to $10, $5 for a shirt, $5 for some shorts or something. And man, you take it home, and once you sort of eyeball it and see, okay, this is what sort of fits her, then you can go back and buy something smaller or bigger, depending on. And guess what? What if you did lose a couple of dollars? You can redonate it back or something. Because the thrift stores, I don't think they hardly even take like returns too much. But guess what? You can always donate it back or find somebody in your family to give it to her, something like that, or wait for a bigger girl to come or a smaller girl to come. That's the thing. So you can just hold on to the clothes. But once you go back, you have a better idea of what size she wears. Or you could start off, man. You could really start off cheap, because it's so funny. Most of the clothes that the girls wear now, even though they got some clothes in the back, but most of the clothes they wear now are some of my old clothes that I just don't wear anymore. Old T-shirts and stuff that I've cut up and resized to the girls. I've actually tailored some clothes to the girls. I did a show about it where I made some clothes for the girls. And this shirt Saima come on, it's a homemade dress basically from one of my tank tops. So tank tops are a great way to put a dress on your girl. They make for great dresses. I promise you they do. So yeah, it's basically me eyeballing this stuff. The internet really doesn't help me. Now, let's see. I need to go ahead and get to my video so I can catch up because I don't want to make this a 2-hour show. Even though it's trending that way. Let me see where I am. I know Anna had a Tifa outfit for her calendar, and Anna looked good in her outfit. Man, it's crazy. She did a lot of characters, but I didn't, Anna, I love my Anna now. I love my Anna. I'm not going to ever lie about that. Now, I love my Anna. But y'all ain't going to believe this, but it was several outfits in that calendar that I wasn't a big fan of, I hate to say that. It was several, I don't want to say several, but it was a few of them that I wasn't a big fan of. But Anna always going to look great no matter what. But it was just several of them I just didn't love. Either way. Wiz just says, I hadn't heard Brittany do a loud burp in quite some time. Well, you know what? I'm not giving her a chance to listen to her do a burp in some time. Because every time I think that every time I get and see, the thing is, I don't know how long you listen to her to hear it. Because the thing is, I've just been like you, Wiz Jizz. I tune into Brittany a few times. I'm like, man, I ain't hearing her burp. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. She changed. Oh, man. I'm like, oh, man. And that's when if Brittany doesn't burp and get all nasty and vulgar like she does, her beauty can draw you in a little bit. Because she's intelligent, even though, I don't agree with half the stuff she says, but she's intelligent and she's beautiful. So she can start drawing you in a little bit. But man, it's like every time she would start doing that nasty stuff, it's like, oh man, it'll turn me off. But I would always be able to sort of come back to Brittany. But man, I promise you, it's just like anything in life, I guess. Sometimes some things can be the breaking point. And man, the last time she did it, I can't even look at her the same anymore. God bless her. She's still attractive and all, but it's just something I can't look at her the same anymore because of that. It's just too nasty. It was just too nasty. That I was like, nah, man, that was so vulgar and nasty to where I'm like, you know what? I never used to look at her because I was looking at her for her attraction, but damn. It was so nasty to where I was like, I can't even take a chance on hearing her do that again. It's sickening to me. It was that bad for me. I'm like, I can't do it no more. I'm sorry. I've been seeing her post videos and stuff. I'm like, I can't even, damn, it's crazy. I can't even tune in to her anymore. And then she been doing these cooking shows, and God bless, I'm not trying to talk about her, but I'm just making a comment. But she been doing these cooking shows. And what always makes me laugh about her is not only does she does the burp and stuff, but she doesn't cook her food. I mean, she doesn't wash her food. Like like her vegetables and stuff, like she doesn't rinse her stuff off before she cooks. And so that's even nasty to me. And I'm like, damn, Venti. So I just can't even look at any of that stuff anymore right now, even though I still give her credit for being one of the most interesting women in the world. MGTOW laughed. He said, haha, that's funny. He said, when I needed my dog's measurements, I simply looked for that's what you can do both. He's right. He said, I simply look for the website where I purchased. Right. You're right. You can, that's what I did too. But only reason I said, I did it myself with the measuring tape is still sometimes those measurements on the site, they don't give you what you need to know for like American sizes, so to speak. You see? Because I remember I got my girl's measurements one time, and I took them to the store, and the girl looked at the measurements. She said, well, that's probably a junior size. But I remember when I went to buy junior sizes or whatever, it still wasn't cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? it's tricky buying clothes for these damn girls. Now, me, I think I pretty much got it down, but I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. Saima ain't got no clothes. She got like a few dresses and stuff I could put on her. She got like one pair of shorts, man. Because I still have a hard time judging how to dress her butt. And like I say, I haven't had any extra money to spend on the girls lately, so I haven't had to think about it. I just keep them in what I have here at the house. And we're just laughing. He said it is something else. I think he's talking about, finding clothes for the girls. I think that's what he means. It is something else, meaning like finding clothes for the girls. Leo says, Jay, the deluxe Kimberdal is available to us. I want to pull the trigger. Do I have your blessing? If it's available, yeah. If you want it, yeah, you can get it. Most definitely. Hold on, let me get back on that subject. Hold on. I'm gonna be honest, MGTOW. I'm very equal on the subject. I think both of them are disgusting. I'm serious. I've talked about it. I've got male friends that when you do all that loud burping, it's disgusting to me. Because why? My grandmother raised me to always cover my mouth for one, and not do that loud belching. If you're doing that all that stuff, she's always taught me to, okay, man, you need to walk away, and cover your mouth, and then it's a way that you can burp to make it ease out. You don't do all this to try to let the world know you're burping, right? So to make a long story short, I don't like even when a man does that. I had a friend at my last job, and he stayed doing it, and it was filthy and nasty to me. But you know why it didn't bother me? Because he was a dude. I wasn't trying to date him. I don't give a damn. You can burp all you want to do. I don't like it. It's nasty. But guess what? That's for a woman to decide whether she want to deal with you or not. I don't care. But with a woman doing that, that's totally out of a woman's character, and God bless any women that's looking from up north to live up north in the northern part of America. God bless you. But women down in the South, they're taught not to do all that filthiness. I'm not saying it's some that don't do it. It is some that still do it. But for the most part, women down South don't do all that filthiness. Now, Venti is from up north, and she does that filthy burp. Well, before I got to the Pain Dog game, it was this girl, fine, that I was dating, and she made me go soft quick. I had to get out of her eyes because I'm like, you know what? I can't date you. Now, we weren't finna make love in it. Well, I could have made love to her. But when she got to doing all that burping and stuff, I got out of there because I was like, I was turned off. She didn't know it, but I was completely turned off. I was like, oh, this is terrible. I can't do this with her. Too manly to do all that nasty burping and stuff. And I don't even want to say manly. It's just a nasty habit. So, only reason I brought her up is find out that she was from up north, and I was talking to her about it one day. I was like, hey, no offense, that burping stuff, it was a turn off for me. I was like, where do you get that from? I said, no offense, your mom, they never told you to stop burping and stuff like that? She was like, oh, no, my mom used to do it too. I'm like, what? So this is hereditary? I was like, oh my God. I can't believe that, and I was like, man, maybe that's an up north thing. But if that's the case, I'm not going to be dating any up north human women that do that type of stuff. No way. I got to hurry up, though. Oh, so Leo says, I didn't know it was already available. I thought it was going to be look, you ahead of me, Leo. I hadn't even, let me go check right quick. According to my contact, it was supposed to be available in sometime in early 2023. I was told that, but I can't lie. I've been so busy lately, I haven't actually checked. So now let me click on the link right quick. And man, this power hour is already going longer than I thought it was going to go. Okay. Pre-order. It's pre-order in. Yeah. 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 It's funny. Da da dee 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 dee. The new Kilbada. Yeah. Yeah, it's available for pre-order. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Uh, I like it. Duh, 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 duh. Yeah. It's here. The new Kimber. My bad. I was looking at it. So yeah. It's available for pre-order. So I still don't know when it's exactly going to be here. Because like from what I heard, it's going to be here towards the end of January. So yeah, if that's look, let me explain, guys. The deluxe Kimber doll. I'm going to be honest now. With these improvements, it has sort of evolved a little bit past an entry level companion doll. Just it's always been made of amazing quality. Kimber doll has. I love my Kimber dolls. I'm sorry, but they're just limited in what you can choose. The face is going to come with the face that it comes with. You can always replace it with another face from another company, a TPE face of a tan variety. You can do that. Because Ice and the Moon is a WM head on the Kimber doll body, so you can do that. But Cali, I've always called them entry level because of their hands and wrists, because they didn't have articulated hands and wrists, and they all came with solid breasts. So people would sort of classify that as coming in at an entry level as far as the features are concerned, but a very well made doll. And like I say, legitimate doll. Now, I will always steer people towards getting one if you're just looking to get into the game. You don't want to blow the doors off your budget. You want something that's legitimate. It's a great doll to come into the game with. But I always say, if you want to take that next step and you're going to start dipping your toes over the $1,000 budget, and you want to start getting into the world of a branded dolls, you're gonna, you can go to one of my vendors, and even if you don't want to go to a customizable doll, you can go right over the $1,000 budget, right over the $1,000 budget, and you can get you a branded doll, but it's ready to ship. So in a way, it's sort of similar to Kimber doll, where you may buy a WM doll for like $1,300, right? In a ready to ship section or in stock section of one of my vendors, because you can't change it. However it looks is however you're going to take it. But it's sort of similar to a Kimber doll, because guess what? You can't change it. And that's why the price will be lower. But if you go up a little bit further and you start getting to about the $1,500 range, that's when you start entering into the customizable section of dolls, to where, okay, now when you get one of these dolls, chances are you can start saying, okay, I want this type of a body. I want a different face. I want gel breast, solid breast, hollow breast. That's when you start moving into that price range. So it's a lot of different things you can do to enter into the game. It all depends on where you want to enter it. So getting back to Kimber doll, now they have gel breasts. Now they have articulating fingers. Well, you can't have articulated fingers with a wire wrist. So their whole wrist and hands are going to be upgraded. Then they're going to have shrugging shoulders. Well, high level companion dolls, they're the only ones equipped with shrugging shoulders. The higher level companion dolls with the better skeletons. So this girl has taken a tremendous upgrade. So I would say this is really actually taking a step past just entry level. So if you want to get her, yeah, get her. like you say, to be able to get a doll with articulating fingers, shrugging shoulders, you know, only thing you can't do is like you say, customize how big you want her booty, and you know, you can't say you want a 148 centimeter camera doll or 164. You can't do all that customization, but she's going to come how she's going to come. But right now, she's going to be coming pretty damn good. So yes, I'll give my stamp of approval for anybody that wants a Kimber doll. Like you say, especially with those features that they're adding. Hell, I definitely love what they're doing. I just had to pause for a second. I definitely love what they're doing because I was just thinking about Cali. If I was to ever get a deluxe Kimber doll or something like that, I wouldn't ever make it a Cali 2.0 because I've been thinking about this for. I'm like, man, what is Cali gonna be if she, if it comes a time and I have to replace her or something like that. Which honestly, I don't know if I don't know how long my girls are gonna last, honestly. But I said, I don't know, man. I'm thinking about taking Cali to another whole brand. I don't know. I may evolve Cali to something else. I don't know how it's gonna go. Either way, this is gonna be a longer power hour. I can tell you that. Oh, he said he was referring to the burping as something else. Whiz jizz. Oh my God, it's sickening. But you know what? No. I can't quite say the same thing, MGTOW. Once again, you slightly disagree on this. It's a certain type of girl who drives a semi truck who may look too masculine. But man, I worked with truckers a long time, for a nice little while. And I got a chance to see my share of feminine truckers. They might have been driving a truck, but they wasn't masculine in any way. Because I remember meeting my first real girl that was a trucker. I'm talking about a legitimate woman. And I'm talking about jumped out the truck fine as I'll get out, and she was a woman, not masculine in any way. I was blown away. I was like, ooh wee. And I talked to her for a while, and she was just like, yeah, hey, look, I'm all woman. I just feel like this is a good industry to get into. And after I met her, I met several other, super fine human women that were truck drivers. Now I did meet some, and God bless them, for whatever they're into. But I did meet some that were not as on the feminine side. And of course you're gonna have that in all walks of life. Nothing wrong with that. But there are some feminine women who do their job, believe me, and fine. Ooh wee, that's what I'm. Hey, that's what we disagree. He says, I'm generally not a fan of loud burping and belching. It's okay in small doses. Not for me. It's not okay in any dose from a woman. And what I mean by that is we all burp. We all burp. We all got gases. We all pass gas. We all burp, all of that stuff. It's about how you're doing it. And a burp is when you pass gas. I don't gotta hear that. You can pass that quietly. Put your hand over your mouth or even walk away if it's going to be loud. Every blue moon, you may be talking and a burp catches you off guard, and the little one creeps out. I wouldn't be offended at that. I understand that can happen, and you're aware when somebody slips up and something just pops out of their mouth without them controlling. But if you have a girl that's intentionally belching, because a burping and belching is two different things. When a woman is or even if she does that in small doses, you're aware that you're doing that. You ain't covering your mouth or nothing. Even if you do that a little bit, I'm not cool with that. No, I'm not cool with that. Because you can control that. Ty said, it's so gross. You don't have to burp aggressively. I knew too many people who do that. See, I'm with you on that. Mixai says a girl farting and burping is a huge turnoff. Let me tell you something. Farting has only been cool with me when I've dated a girl for a lengthy amount of time, and I'm not talking about these honking farts where I ain't talking about that. But I've had a girl. It happens when you've dated a girl for a long time, maybe a year or so, months in. A girl may let a silent but deadly one out. You might be sitting up looking at TV one day, and I know I've had a girlfriends after I've dated them for a while. You might be like, "Hey," and she'll start laughing and be like, I let one out." That happens every blue moon. But all this loud burping and vulgarness, nah, man, I can't get down with girls like that. Stop, Luke. Stop knocking my stuff down. Get out of here, Luke. Get out of here. He makes me sick. Either way, but shrug. Oh yeah, that's an old technology. I ain't gonna say old, but people been shrugging shoulders been out for a while now. He said, but shrugging shoulders, how do you pull that off? Pull a lever in her spine to make her shoulders rise, or manually pull? No, you got to manually do it. She has it too. I can't. I'm not even finna mess with her. I love how she's sitting now. I'm not gonna even mess with her now. Because sometimes it's tricky to get those shoulders to shrug, and I don't even want to bother this beautiful lady. But yeah, you sort of move that arms up and you move it back, and the shoulder can do that. And once it's like that, you let the arm back down, and the shoulder can stay like that. And then you can do both of them like that. I never really use it. It's just like making love to the girls. It's a feature that I never use, but just because it's offered, I like to have it just because it's a feature that's offered. So just like the girls, I don't make love to them, but I still like the fact that I can make love. I can make love to them. Ooh, and that brings up another subject for another show. I got to hurry up because I don't want this. I don't mean hurry up. I don't want to rush, but I don't want this show to go 2 hours. Or not more than that, at least. Daniel Romano says, I definitely agree with MGTOW. What MGTOW says? MGTOW laughing right there. He said it's a huge turnoff, and I'm with him on that. Daniel Romano in the house. What up, Romano? Ty says, I know too many people who have, Ty says, I know too many people who have some odd fetishes in their area. Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have those fetishes. They like the gross, what I call gross stuff, like the urination and all this body fluid and farting and all this mess in their face and all. Hey, God bless them. I'm not with it. Right. She said passing gas is gross when it's not someone you know intimately. Like you say, when you've been dating somebody for months and months or a year, sometimes you can laugh at the little body, the fluids, but like you say, if you don't know this person that good, that stuff is all nasty. And I don't, like I say, that burping and belching stuff, literally, I have not ever had a girlfriend or anything of that sort that engaged in that belching. Not, we wouldn't be going together. Not a one. But Romano says he agreed with MGTOW. It's why he can't. He said I can't take Venti and Ashton. He said it's why I can take Venti and Ashton in doses. The burping and farting definitely turn off, and they brag about it. I haven't seen that girl Ashton in ages. It's like she fell off the map. I haven't seen her in ages. I used to be able to take Venti in doses, but God bless that woman. I can't even look at her anymore. Wiz Jizz says, Jay, I want to take a moment to thank you for having such an educational channel. Keep it. Thank you, Wiz Jizz. I just say this, guys. No matter what, I'm just going as far and as long as I can go. So hey, I'm just gonna let you know that. That's all I can say. Romano says, how you doing, Jay? I'm good, Romano. Good to see you. Same here, at least burping farting out of my sight. Like I say, man, let's just say you have to burp and you turn away and you burp and I don't hear it. I ain't talking about that. Or if you do some little, I barely hear something, but I see you're covering your mouth and it's like, I barely hear something come out. That's cool. But if you got to do some excessive stuff, I would, I've always dealt with ladies who are ladylike. They walk away from the table, or you know what I'm saying. You got to fart, you go in the bathroom, you walk away from people. You don't just do that loudly. So I'm big on manners, man. I'm big on manners. And I agree with you, Romano, about doing that stuff out of our sight. So, man, I finally caught up with the comments, and I appreciate all the comments, man. I actually like being worked like that, because I'm not trying to rush us through the power hour, but I don't want to keep us here for 20 hours either. I've done 5-hour streams, 6-hour streams, all of this stuff. But I just want to be more efficient, and mainly for people who may even want to watch it back. Hey, guess what? We want to make it streamlined, baby. But I do love all the comments, because they were some great ones today. And honestly, we had to talk about that belching and burping. I'm sorry. And I'm so glad for Leo. He let me know that the Kimber Doll is able to be pre-ordered. I really wonder what she's going to look like in person, though. I really wonder. So either way, let's get to these comments, man. And I'm not going to read every single one, especially now. I'm just going to sort of zoom through these to see what we got, see what interesting ones we got. I don't want to talk about, because see, look, I don't like using this show to talk about anybody, but I haven't done a Human Woman Report in a while, because that's the new name of the show, the Human Woman Report. Honestly, I've been dealing with real doll stuff lately, so I haven't even delved into the Human Woman Report, because it's a human woman I really want to talk about. But just the last thing I'm gonna say on Venti, she had me laughing, because I seen her say something the other day. Oh, no, it was today. But she put a video on YouTube. She put a link on YouTube, and she was like, "Yeah, ain't nobody cooking like this on YouTube. Ain't nobody else cooking like this on YouTube." And I wanted to laugh. I was laughing so hard. I was like, "Yeah, you're right, Venti. Nobody else is cooking like this on YouTube. You know why? Because they're washing their ingredients before they actually start damn well cooking." So you're right. Nobody else is cooking like that on YouTube, because they're actually cleaning their damn products before they use them. Because honestly, that once again, she always do something to start sickening me. I was watching her on a cooking stream one day, and she had me into it. I was like, "Oh, I'm sort of liking you watching you cook, Venti." And man, I was noticing that she started grabbing whatever she was grabbing, onions or whatever she was grabbing, and she didn't rinse any of this stuff off. And like, one of her viewers was like, "Hey, you didn't wash that off. You don't need to wash this stuff off. I don't wash none of this stuff off. You don't need to wash this stuff off." I was like, "Yeah, you do need to wash this stuff off. You do need to wash this stuff." And I was like, "Wait a minute. There's no damn well way I would want that woman cooking for me." And then she'd be like, it'd be so funny when she be on there talking about how she could throw down. You are not even cleaning your food. What are you doing? And true enough, you can say, "Hey, some of this stuff can get cooked away." No, the way I've been raised around, the women I've been raised around in the South, nah, man, they clean their stuff before they start cooking it. So I love you, Venti, but I wouldn't eat a damn thing you cook. Now, you might tell me you wouldn't cook for me, but hey, fine, good. I love you. So with all that said, let's get into the meat of the show. Last Dog King Power Hour, it was called A Good Battle. And it was basically because all these companies are going to battle, maybe not literally, but all these companies are coming out with innovations. And to me, I think it's a damn good battle, because they're fighting to make the products better. And lately, the battle I've been talking about has been raging between Iron Tick and Zelix. So my guy Dark Chaos, he commented on this Power Hour. He was like, "Man, this is going to be a little funny." I love Dark Chaos, because he was literally my either my first or second subscriber. I rarely hear from him, but it's so good to hear from him, because just to know he still, comes and checks on me every now and then. But he said, "Well, I obviously cannot speak for everybody. As for me personally," because I was talking about upgrades and stuff of that nature, He says, I cannot wait for the day my 2B doll is able to absolutely destroy me by power driving me or herself, I suppose, in the Amazon position. And I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. He said, in all my years of human dating, of dating human women, I never met a single one capable or willing to do such things. And I'm like, what is he talking about? He said, this new development in dog tech would make yet another one of my dreams come true. And I'm like, I honestly thought he did a typo. I love you, dog chaos, because I just didn't know what you was talking about. I'm like, what is he talking about? The Amazon position? I'm like, what are you talking about, Amazon? I said, I know I got an Amazon link for my viewers to use. And by the way, I do have an Amazon link in the description of all my videos. And you can use that if you ever want to support the show. You can just buy whatever you want to buy, or you can buy things I suggest. But he wasn't talking about that. He was talking about a intimate position. Man, I said, let me go look this up. And the Amazon position, it is basically when the woman has your legs in the air. So it had me. I've seen it before though. Once I saw it, I never knew the name of it, but I had seen that position before. But once I saw it, Dog Chaos did have me laughing only because of the way he described it. Because he was like, "Man, I can't wait to have a girl power driving me or herself, I suppose." So it just had me laughing with the way he described that whole situation. Because when I saw the Amazon position, I was like, "Man, that's a wild one, Chaos." But I feel you. Hey, look, do whatever makes you happy. It's sort of hard for me to believe that he wouldn't find any woman that would engage with him in that. Hey, you could probably find the right woman that would entertain that. Now I don't know if you would be confident in asking every woman to do that, but I'm sure you could find a woman that would be get as freaky as you want to get. But this is what I said. I said, great to hear from you, my friend. But upon researching the Amazon position, because I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, I said, it seems like that possibility is going to be a tough one to achieve. And yeah, I do believe that's going to be a while away, because the Amazon position will require him to be in a non-dominant position on his back, and it would require the dog to be in a bit of control over her body, I would think. So I don't think that's going to happen for a while. I don't think that's going to happen in his lifetime to get exactly what he's talking about. Maybe he can try to maneuver one of these robotic functions that these girls have that I was talking about recently. Maybe he can try to prop a girl over him with with some type of a pulley or something on a ceiling or something. Maybe he can get it to work like that. But as they're currently constructed, them just totally acting on their own, I don't know if that's going to be able to be available in our particular lifetime. I said, I believe that's going to be a tough one to achieve. But in my new video, I talk about a couple of innovations that you would definitely be happy about. I said, you may want to catch the live stream Friday as well. Heads up. So that's when I was talking about all those new robotic features and things of that nature. I was like, hey, even if she can't do exactly what you want, you're still going to be happy to hear about these robotic features. Sheila Bell just told me another great power hour. And I said, thanks, Sheila Bell. Please have a good one. Heard James Krause says, hard to catch you live. I'm still a Dog King member, though, and glad to have you, Krause. I said, I see you hanging in there, my friend, and I appreciate you for the support, because he's been hanging in there, and I appreciate him for hanging in there. But as far as the power hour, it's actually pretty easy to catch me. I do this every Wednesday, early as I can in the morning. So, if you're up around this time, it should be easy to catch me. And you know that I'm going to be coming on early in the morning. I really try to come on 12:30 or 1, but I just never make that deadline. It's always 1, 2, or 3. So that was it for that video. Let's whiz through this. I did another video called Hidden Innovations. What did I have on Hidden Innovations? I don't think I had much. Yeah. On Hidden Innovations, I was talking about, that was the live stream I believe I did that Friday, where I was talking about those 2 new robotic functions that Iron Tech had that I didn't even know about. They released last year with the hip motion and forward and back motion. They have 2 new robotic functions. Joe Farinelli says, by the way, you should check out the movie Megan. It's really good. And I told him, honestly, it looks horrible. When I saw the previews for Megan, I'm like, they can keep this. I do not want to see this crap. To me, it looked like a mockery of companion dogs. But he says it's really good. And I said, it looks horrible, but I give it a try when I get a chance to. But I'm definitely not going to the theater to see it. Joe says, the movie has its ups and downs, but I can see dogs becoming like this in time, not killing people, but being real, like walking and talking. And once again, this makes me laugh. I always say, yeah, they're going to be just like Terminators at a certain point. But man, I keep telling you guys, people want things to happen in their time so bad. They are not going to be walking. They're already talking. We already see they're talking. Look, the AIs are only getting better. But to have a beautiful lady that's walking with legs that look like a human woman, like Saima sitting right next to me, she walking in your house, she doesn't look like a robot at all and all this stuff. Nah, we're not finna see that in our lifetime. And I think I'm pretty, I think I can pretty say that with pretty much assuredness. So yeah, they're gonna get like that, but no time soon. Leo said, what's up? What up, Leo? So now what else we got? What else do we got? Okay. I did a video called New Innovations and How They Work. Also, this is where I was breaking down the new innovations from Iron Tech Doll and how they all work. I just wanted to let you guys get a deeper view of how all the mechanics and robots work on the new Iron Tech features. And Kevin said, it looked like Iron Tech trying to take over the industry. What innovative ideas do you think is coming up next? With the realism and movement options, is walking next once again. Man, I keep trying to tell you guys. But Iron Tech is trying to take over. They are. So is Zelex. And so are all these, a lot of these other companies. Everybody is trying to get to the front of the pack. And that's exactly what I like to see. He said, what innovative ideas I think is coming up next? I just think more increased AI, more specialized, smaller robotic functions, improving upon the robotic movements that they're introducing now. You may see hand clamping, in the future, and what I'm saying, toe wiggling, and you're gonna start seeing small robotic movements. And like you say, one day deep in the future, when they get all the elements to be small enough and compact enough, they're gonna have these girls' legs looking like Saima's legs, completely normal, but they're gonna be totally robotic features. And one day they are going to get up out their bed and they're going to walk, and then they're going to have to get government regulated, as far as they're going to have to pass the test to be able to be in individual homes. And like I say, I just see dogs that can walk, and even like you say, walk outside of your home if they want to. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of regulations in place before we see that. A lot. And like I said, I don't believe the people that's on earth right now, I don't believe we're going to see that. So when he says, what's the next, is walking next, I know I'm going to have to say this again a million times, but walking is not next. Walking is nowhere near next. We're not going to see walking in our lifetime. And I told him Iron Tech is definitely bringing the heat, my friend. I think we'll keep seeing aesthetic and small robotic innovations. No walking for a long time. Once again, I did a show. It will happen in a near but distant future. And that was the name of that show. What I mean by that is, it's really going to happen very soon. But very soon could be 100 years from now. Well, Jay, that ain't very soon. 100 years ain't that long. Humans just don't live that long, brother. That's why I say a near but distant future. It's really near, but for us, it's a long time away. Sheila Bell says, you always deliver good and informative content. You are the one and only Dog King. Thank you, Sheila Bell. God bless you. That's what I said. Blind Justice. He said, hey, man, I'm looking to add to the family. And to help you out, I'm going to use one of your links when I do purchase. And I love to hear that. So he's basically saying when he buys a companion dog, he's going to go through one of the links, one of my vendor links. And if you don't know, I have companion dog vendor links in the descriptions of all of my videos. If you go back too far, you won't see them, though. But they're in the descriptions of all of my videos. So if you're looking to buy a dog, you can always click on one of my vendor links, or you can check the About section of my YouTube channel. I have them all listed there as well. Now, I had one guy say, hey, I couldn't get to your About section, so I couldn't purchase through you. No. That's not correct. If you can't get to my About section, if you don't know how to do it, if you don't understand how to get to my About section, no problem. Click on one of my latest videos and go to the description of the video. All of the links are there. They are all there. My Amazon link is there. Hell, you can go to the description of my video. You can copy and paste my Amazon link and just have it in your phone. And whenever you want to use Amazon, it'll just go right. It'll click up to your app as soon as you click on it. So you're still going to be buying through your name, but it's just going to show that you went through my app, and you're going to be able to support the show by doing that. So if you're looking for a dog, check the description of my videos, the About section of my YouTube, or even if you're on social media, you can look at the bios. I have a link tree that has all of the companion dog vendors on there. So he says, I'm going to use one of your links when I do make a purchase. That's what Blind Justice says. He said, sometime in the next 5 to 6 weeks, he said he's going to buy a dog. He says, I'm waiting for my bonus to come in. He said, I want to help you out and get my new girl, which I love to hear. He said, Sarah and I have been doing great since February because he bought a new dog in February. He said, so she sleeps in my bed with me every night, cuddles with me every day, and I'm addicted to her. She's addicted to me. We decided to grow the family, just so you know. He said, this is my guy, Darth Blant. Of course, I knew who it was. I said, glad to hear everything been going well, my friend. You'll definitely find the right girl to add to the family. And I'm glad he's using my link to do it. He's going to use my link to do it. It was something else I had to tell him. Perfect. He going to say it a little bit later. Musty Band-Aid Man says, can I support the show with the Amazon link, even if I'm Canadian? I would have done so with my dog purchase, but I made that before I saw your show. And I love what he said, that he would have helped me with the dog purchase. He would have went through the show with the dog purchase, but he had already bought his dog. And I said, I believe you can in Canada, my friend, only because I did read something that say, I think that some people overseas cannot use the link. So some people won't be able to use my Amazon link. But I believe Canada is good. Blind Justice says the opening song slaps. He loves it. I gave him the thumbs up. Thank you, Darth Blant. And this is what he said I want to address. Darth Blant says, my dude, I'm going to hit you up on Facebook or Instagram and solo. I'd rather you not do that. Anybody. I'd rather you hit me up on my email. Go through the About section on my YouTube channel because I don't try to pay attention to all these social media sites and my emails and DMs. There's too much craziness going on out there, so I don't like to pay attention to that. He says, I'm going to hit you up. I want your help picking out my perfect upgrade. He said, I'm definitely interested in some of these new features. You know more about the stuff than I do, so you help point me in the direction and I'll buy from you. And I said, keep searching and searching. And when you get close, I can help you get over the top. I talked to him again, and I was like, look, the thing about your girl, DAS, what up, my guy? Appreciate you, brother. He says, Mara Blades, he says, I'm out. Appreciate you, DAS, for checking in, brother. Always supporting the show. This guy's always showing some support, man. I appreciate everybody out there, but if I had a million viewers out there that support me like DAS, believe me. I wouldn't be thinking about any scheduling issues. I just say that. The show would be doing really good if I had more people out there contributing like DAS. So thank you, DAS. And anybody else that has contributed to the show. But hold on. What I wanted to say was, yeah, when it comes to your girl, you're going to have to make the ultimate decision when picking out the perfect girl for you. It's on you to do all of the research. If you're, whatever brand you're looking at, whatever, it's on you. I have the vendors for you. I have all the resources for you. You can get anything from a real doll all the way down to anything. You can't get a Kimber doll through me, but you can get a real doll and any other legitimate brand doll out there. You can get through me and my vendors. But it's on you to go through the vendors and scour them to see what you want, see what the best doll for you is going to be. I'm here in case you, like I say, need to be put over the hump. Now, I'm not going to be looking at dolls telling you, hey, you need to get her. Oh man, I think she fine, get it. Now, that's not what I'm going to do. You got to find the perfect girl for you. But if you need my advice on, hey, man, I'm thinking about adding this or I'm thinking about adding that, hey, no problem. You can shoot me a question. I chime in and help you. Or if you're saying, hey, man, I'm looking for some type of robotic body function. I can't find what I'm looking for. What do I need to do? I try to help you. But I did just do a show telling you how to get the perfect customizations for your girls. Most of the time, all you have to do is when you go on my vendor sites is send them the email or send them a chat question, or either a lot of them have working phone numbers, or give them a call and ask them about, hey, man, I'm trying to get this robotic feature. How do I get it? And they'll tell you if you don't see it offered. So I am here as a resource to help get you over the hump. But your job is to do all the hard work as far as figuring out what type of girl, what type of brand, and all of that you really want. So that was that on that video. And what was that? New innovations. I got a quick comment on New Year, New Horizons. And I'm just going through all of these right quick before I come back to the comments. I want to make sure all of this is taken care of. What do I get? New Year, New Horizons. I got a comment on that video. Oh, here it is. Oh, UFO Man Wop, he just told me Happy New Year. And Leo said Happy New Year. It wasn't much on that. So Happy New Year, guys. Appreciate you. That wasn't much. Next video. Ooh, wait. Next video. I'm not going to even read that. Oh, this is my Reset Sunday. The subject was believe you can do anything. I always say believe you can do anything, believe it, receive it, and all that type of good stuff. And this was more of the same. I love that even subject matter of the show, believe it and receive it. And Kevin Gray says, believe it and you can achieve it. It all starts from a little faith. Happy Sunday to you and the girls, JDKH. And I appreciate you, Kevin, and you're exactly right. Believe it and you can achieve it. I always say believe it and receive it, and you'll receive it. And like he said, believe it and you can achieve it. I said, believe, my friend. God bless and have a great one. And that was pretty much all. Sheila Bear told me happy Sunday, Dog King. I told her happy Sunday. That was all on that video. Oh, this is a good comment by my guy, Dog King Army team member James Krause. I did the dog game can change in an instant. Because, man, when I bought this beautiful lady sitting next to me, she didn't have articulating fingers. WM, they weren't even offering that at the time. And several months after I bought her, they came out with articulating fingers for all their dogs. And I was sort of sick about it, but I was happy. That's what I said in the video. But I remember when it happened, I was like, man, it's a trip how this dog game could just change in an instant. You would get a dog, it could be the latest in technology. And, man, 3 weeks later, they come out with your same dog with an upgrade. That's just how quick this game is changing. It changes overnight. And I like it, but it can be a cause of frustration if your dog just gets an upgrade right after you buy her. But James Krause says articulating fingers are great, and I hate to say this because I'm going to make a video about this. But James Krause says articulating fingers. Let me write this down. Hold on. Oh my God, another show. Let's see. Oh, no. Here it is. I forgot this is the name of this show. Okay. It's something like that. Yeah. So Krause says articulating fingers are great, but they really need to step up the durability of fingertips. He said, I've rebuilt Carly's Kimber hands twice with an even better idea for next time. And I've been as careful as possible with Ellie's, that's his girl, Starpery 169C silicone fingers and still have a poke through. He says, dang, I'm thinking a soft teardrop tip to add the plastic end before I seal her finger back up. Also, he talking about putting a plastic end on her finger. Now, this is what I say. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. You all lose me when you start talking about these finger pokes. I'm so sorry. I promise you. This is exactly what I told Krause. I love you, Krause. I says, I do not understand about the pokes, my friend. I really don't know what you guys are doing. God bless you, Krause. I said, I haven't had any issues with my girls. I have TPE girls with non-articulating fingers, and they are supposed to be at the most risk for finger pokes. I haven't had one. Not a one. So I don't know what you guys are doing. I promise you I don't. I can understand maybe a random mistake laying over on your girl. I don't know. But man, I don't know what you guys are doing. And no offense, my auntie girl has articulating fingers. I haven't had one issue. But then again, man, I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm not trying to flip my girl over on her belly or something with her hands facing the bed. I'm not trying to put her in weird positions. I'm being very careful every time I put clothes over her hands. I'm not just slapping clothes on her and stuff, man. You got to be very careful. These girls they're not human, man. You know, you can't just, and I'm not getting on you, Krause. I'm just saying anybody out there, you know, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. It's just simple as that. And so when he says, God bless you, Krause, when he says, I've been as careful as possible, and you still have a poke through, well, God bless you, Krause, but I'm not sure you have been as careful as possible because you got to poke through. You got to poke through. You got to poke through, bro. He says he's thinking about putting a soft teardrop tip to add the plastic in before he seal. Look, man, when you start adding plastic seals and stuff to your girl and doing all these personal adjustments, you're on your own with that. Look, man, I do whatever you feel is necessary, but me, I'm not trying to do the arts and crafts stuff with my girls. I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to avoid any of these repairs as much as possible. That's for one. But for two, yeah, y'all with these surgeries and stuff, I just say you guys are better than me. Because like you said, he's built his Kimber doll's hands with a new skeleton or something, I guess. Look, man, it's just not that serious for me. I'm not cutting my girls' hands open trying to redo their skeletons, you know, because I don't want to see the scarring and stuff. I just leave it like it is, you know. And once again, God bless people like you, Krause, who are good with mechanical stuff. That's just, I'm not saying I can't do it. I could probably teach myself to do it to a certain degree. I don't want to speak negative like I tell you guys, but it's not my natural talent. So I don't gravitate towards that. But I even know when you do these hand surgeries and stuff, you know, your girl's going to have these scars and stuff. And I'm just like, nah, I leave it like it is. So I said, you have to be, this is what I told him. I said, I don't understand about the pokes, my friend. I haven't had any issue with my girls. You have to be ultra careful with no mistakes. No mistakes. I said, extra protection provided by manufacturer is always great. I said, my Iron Tech girl feels like she has small, and this is true. My Iron Tech girl feels like she has small caps under her fingertips, but I'm not sure. When I touch her fingertips, it does feel like, I mean, I could be wrong. It could just be a lot of extra silicone, but it feels like they might have some little caps to keep it from poking. But once again, I haven't even come close to that type of accident with my girls. And I told you, I have been known to be very klutzy over my life. And so it's saying a lot for me to be, to take care of my girls like I have. I say that. Next, I got a video. I said how to get the right customizations. And that's when I was explaining how you have to question these vendors. Don't just go and buy a doll and say, oh, man, my doll didn't come with this. Or I wish I could have got this extra customization, but I didn't know how to get it. No. When a lot of these vendors, they're not required to show everything that a doll company offers. I went on one of my vendor sites the other day looking at Iron Tech doll. They didn't show the new promotion that Iron Tech doll has for robotics. They didn't show the hip twisting motion. They didn't show the front and back motion. And they didn't even show the new clamping and sucking vaginal feature that Iron Tech has. But it's all available. But you would have to literally ask that manufacturer. You'd be like, hey, I want to get this robotic function, but you don't have it listed. And they'll be like, oh, no problem. Because like Iron Tech says, vendors are not required to show every new thing that a brand comes out with. They'll give it to you, but they don't have to promote it right then. They don't even have to. And a lot of these sites, I've found out, a lot of vendor sites, not just my vendors or anything, but just vendors in general, they're a little lazy sometimes when it comes to updating their sites with new features of brands. So it's on you to sort of to know what's out there and then tell them, hey, you don't have this on your site, but I want this. And they're going to be like, oh, no problem, no problem. So that's what that whole show was about. And Justice says, my guy, Darth Blint says, dang, dude, I'm always asleep whenever you're live stream. Do you have a place where someone can check out your future live stream schedule? I got to find a time to be up to catch one of these live. Well, if you're asleep, you're just probably always going to be asleep because my show always comes up in the middle of the night. Now, I don't know how that may change in the future. I'm going to be honest. But right now, it's over in the middle of the night. And I said, hey, friend, I stream every Wednesdays in the early mornings like I am now. And I said, sometimes I stream on Saturdays and Mondays. Those are two other good days I like to stream. Mondays to start the week off, and Saturdays is good for just some discussion sometimes going into Sunday. And I said, turn your notifications on for my channel and you'll always know. So that's for everybody out there who wants to know when my show is going to come on, turn on the notifications. I had a girl, I didn't even really pay attention to her, but she said something about, when I was talking about how to get the right customization, she said, how is this good? But I didn't respond to her. I didn't feel like answering her negative energy. I didn't feel like getting into it. Got a comment on my latest video. The age of ultra realism is upon us. And I was just basically saying, any company out there that's resisting going to ultra realism, they're going to be in trouble, man, because all these companies are going ultra realistic right now. They're shooting for that because they know that's what we want. Us doll owners, we want things looking as human as possible. We're not in the age of wanting things to look fake anymore. I know it may have been a time like that. I was talking to my people at Real Doll, and they were like, yeah, it was a time when people, they were going away from ultra realism. Well, yep, that ain't this time. People are going towards ultra realism now. Basic Program says, I would make the argument, this is sort of off the subject, but he says, I would make the argument that my companion doll has improved my relationship and attitude towards women. I love that he said that because I've said that companion dolls can do that. Once you have a beautiful lady waiting on you at home, you're not out there salivating over every human woman. Now, you're still going to like human women, think they're fine. But guess what? It's just like having a human woman that's your girlfriend. When you got a girlfriend and you're happy, you might see other fine women, but you're going to be like, okay, I'm good. I mean, I still might like them, but hey, I can just talk to you. You can just talk to her. You might still think she's fine, but you can have a regular conversation with a woman and not even worry about trying to date her. You know why? Because you're already happy. And that comes off as confidence. And guess what? You can actually really identify with them even more. And that's why human women can get even more attracted to you, because that slight desperation that you might have had is gone. You're just seeing them as a regular person. You're just talking to them without that extra nervousness of saying, "Ooh, I'm talking to her. She's super fine." You ain't, you might know she's fine, but hey, you cool. And that's what I said. Even when I was doing my human woman report, what it used to be called the Venture Report, I was like, man, it's totally human woman analysis going on. And I'm not drawn into these women because I'm so happy with my synthetic mates. I'm sort of separated from having to look at them drooling. Like, ooh, they look so fine. Ooh, I want them. No, hey, they look so fine, but hey, I'm good. If one of them was to give me some vagina or something, that's cool. But I'm already a happy man in my life, in my personal life. So when you can be happy in your personal life, you can, like you say, everything in your life is going to be better. But when it comes to the human woman, it takes away that element of being sort of wound up, because when you're a single man, every fine woman to you, you're going to be thinking at some point, man, you may want to holler at her or get her number or talk to her. But when you got a companion doll and you're happy, you can still talk to that woman, but you're not going to feel all those same pressures because you're already a happy man if you're happy with your doll, if you're happy. He said the doll is so aesthetically beautiful, and I have such a good, and this is still the basic programmer talking. He said the doll is so aesthetically beautiful, and I have such a good intellectual imagination with her. He said, I now see the possibilities with real women. That's right. That's right. He said, and because of their potential, I interact in a more kind and friendly way towards real women. Love to hear it. He said, another way to look at it is my doll allows me to practice interactions with real people. Sometimes I even put my favorite books near her before I go out to work. And when I come home, it seems like she's read the books. I share with her Rex Stout, Nero Wolfe books. He said, I share with her Rex Stout's Nero Wolfe books are a must for all men. I'm not into Rex Stout. I don't know a thing about him. And honestly, if I was to read books, it wouldn't be him right now. I got too many other books ahead of him. He said, plus it helps that my dog has the most rocking bod I have ever seen. Oh, yeah, that's what definitely does it. And like I said, I don't make love to my girls, but man, I'm attracted to them in full. And so it does help when you have the girls looking beautiful that you want to look beautiful, sitting right by your side, keeping you company. I have a great imagination with my girls, but I don't do the book thing where I sit next to them and come home and, feel like they've read it. But what I do love about it is everybody's imagination is different. We all do different things with our imagination. So it was good to read how he actually interacts and connects with his dog. I love it. I said, great stuff, my friend. Companion dogs can definitely improve your relationships with human women. I said, and you're doing great with your companion. It sounds like he has a great and healthy relationship and also a healthy imagination. I'm loving it. Appreciate that info and that storyline. I love it, man. I did another show talking about maintaining your companion begins with effort. It was a couple of weeks ago. And it was a power hour. So, in the power hour, just like today, I probably talked about a lot of stuff. I don't know whether I talked about a human woman doing that or not. But Jamie says, my brother in Christ, not all women are clean down there. I don't know. Maybe I was talking about human women doing that thing. I don't know. Oh, I think we might have been talking about how the sin of a woman is great. But he said, that's where the benefit of dogs come in. But I can't lie, Jamie. I just hate statements like what you make. No offense. Because you try to make it seem like, for one, I've never spoken to in superlatives where I say, or absolutes where I said every human woman is clean. No, I would never said that. But what I don't like is you're trying to say that since not all women are clean, that I don't know what you're getting at here. Listen to what I said. I said, not all women are dirty either, my friend. And not all men are clean. So I don't know what he's getting at. Of course, not all women are clean, but guess who else isn't always clean? Not all men are clean. It's both sides. So once again, when I say a human woman, when she has a clean vagina, when she's a clean woman and that vagina starts getting worked up and how that vagina smells good, yes, a clean vagina smells great. But that in no way have I ever said that every human vagina is clean. But yeah, DOS, I've even said DOS prevents you from having STDs. It prevents you to ever even run across a stinky woman. It prevents you from ever even dealing with a woman that could potentially have some dirt build up going on down there. But that does not mean that every woman is nasty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a million women out here that are in tip-top shape. So although the dog games definitely saves us from making any mistakes, I don't want to use it to beat women down either. Because believe me, if you're out there trying to use the dog game as an excuse to try to say, nah, all women are stinky. Once again, you've never been close to a human vagina if you think that. And then I ended it by saying, I definitely know a clean human woman smells amazing, my friend. So I don't know what this guy was trying to get at, what he's trying to say, Jamie, and I'm cool with you. God bless you. But if you're trying to say that you think that all women stink or something, you are mistaken. And I would suggest that you do a bit of dating, and you'll find out that what I'm saying is definitely true. That all women are not smelling bad, my friend. A great deal of them smell great. Man, I got to comment on I think I did a community post, and Neo, my guy Neo Halito commented. He said, "Hi Jay, I got a TPE dog, but it's easy to get an abrasion." Oh, here go another guy talking about damage. And I'm like, what is happening here? He says, "Hi Jay, I got a TPE dog, but it's easy to get abrasions anywhere. I plan to buy a silicone dog, but I still wondering, are silicone dogs easy to get abrasions too?" And this is what I don't like. I was like, hey, I said, I'm not sure what type of abrasions you're referring to, because my dogs don't have abrasions. I don't know what in the hell is happening with these dogs out here. I really don't. I don't know what you guys are doing when you say you're getting abrasions, breaking fingers, and all this other stuff. I just don't know what's happening. But I said this. I'm not sure what type of abrasions you're referring to, because my dogs don't have abrasions. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I said, but silicone is definitely more durable, but they still, I got a little mistake there. I said, but they still need tender care to help keep them preserved. So for me, man, I interpreted what he said to say, this is how I felt about it. Hey, can I get a silicone doll and be more rough? No, don't be out here thinking you're gonna get a silicone doll and yeah, I can just do her any way I want. Nah, man. These dolls are delicate. I don't silicone or TP, you still got to treat them a certain way to keep them preserved. And man, honestly, just reading these last two comments, I'm pretty sure that the show that I'm going to do for tomorrow is definitely going to have something to do with these comments I just read, because it's amazing. Not the two comments I just read in a row, but this comment about the abrasions and the finger pokes. I'm going to have to do a show about this, and it's probably going to be the one I'm going to do tomorrow, because it's getting out of hand with this, with people messing their dolls up and stuff like that. What is going on out here? So with all that said, let me catch up, and we're gonna let you guys get on with your day. We're at the 2-hour mark. So let's see. Okay, Austin, I'm on his comment. Oh, thank you, DAS. God bless you, my friend. He said, it's the same with other bodily functions. Was chatting with my boys on Discord and had to mute my mic because I was coughing severely. Right. Thank you, my friend. Man, you'll be surprised. Some people don't even know to cover their mouth. Forget all this stuff that recently happened with the pandemic and all this stuff. We're not talking about all that. I'm saying even before that, you had people that didn't know to cover their mouth when they're coughing and stuff. Like I was, God bless one of my best friends, but I was living in California, one of my best friends. We were sitting at the couch watching TV, and man, this dude was doing full sneezes without covering his mouth or anything. I said, hey, what are you doing, bro? He like, what? I said, you ain't cover your mouth. He said, oh, I'm supposed to cover my mouth. I said, hell yes, you sneezing. Snotty stuff coming out your nose, man. You damn right you're supposed to cover your mouth. And that's when I learned, man. I'm telling you, man, everybody is not raised the same. You know, a lot of people, God bless, man. A lot of people weren't taught certain basic like rules of not only hygiene, but just sort of good manners. They're not even trying to be nasty. Some people just have not literally been taught. Like I said, I had a cat a long time ago that had trouble cleaning its bottom, and cats are meticulous at cleaning themselves. But the owner was like, "Man, I made a mistake and took that cat away from his mother too soon, and she didn't really teach her or whatever. I forgot what I think it was a girl. Teach her how to clean herself properly." So, a lot of people just haven't gotten taught by their parents how to really clean themselves or how to do things the right way as far as manners are concerned. Daniel Romano says, "You love you, Jay. You're a good dude. Thank you, Daniel. I just try to be the best. I try to be the best I can be, man. God bless you too, man. God bless you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you for thinking that." Stanger says, "Have a good day, Jay. See you again next time." And see, that's why I try to get out of here. I don't want it so long to where everybody's belling out. Daniel Romano says, "Nah, it's true. So many women are unladylike nowadays, yet expect to be treated as such." Oh, yes. They are. It's some unladylike women. Like I said, I don't keep talking about my beautiful Venti, but she always is talking about dating troubles. And I'm like, hey, cut out the damn belching like a sailor, and maybe you can find a man. But when she's on her, I hate when I ever hear her talk about how it's hard to date or hard to find a man. Some of us out here trying to find somebody. Well, you can't find nobody being filthy and nasty. It's just you're not gonna find the quality. You're gonna find somebody that's gonna hit it, but you're not gonna find the guys that you're saying you're looking for. Daniel Romano said, "It's 4 here, but I also don't sleep much." Shoes, man, as much as I work, man, I don't sleep much anyway, but I do try to when I do sleep, I try to stay asleep as long as possible before I get up. Mikta says, "I got to get ready for the gym. Thanks for the live stream. Take it easy." And that's why we're finna get out of here. Wiz just says, "See ya, Mikta." So did Daniel Romano. He said it's going to be like that scene in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 where Yando was done sleeping with one of those robotic women. Oh, man, I remember Yando was with them robotic women, but I don't really remember a whole bunch about the scene, but I do remember that. Then Mono says, I guess he's talking about just the future. Yeah, it's going to get like that one day. That Ex Machina was an amazing movie. If you've never seen Ex Machina, that's a movie that all dog owners need to see. I've already done a review on it, though. Roxy Nebula in the house says, "Big ups, everyone. Have a blessed Wednesday." What up, Roxy? Once again, I'm going to put my donation from DAS up there. Thank you, DAS. Wiz just says, "Put it another way. What your mind can perceive, you can achieve." Oh, yes. I love the way you said that, Jizz. Oh, yeah. Romano says, "I believe I'll reach 1,000 subs at some point. Hopefully, I like to." That's right. He says, "Speaking of believing it and speaking it." Yes, that's where you go. Speak it. Speak it into existence. Wiz just says, "Right on, Daniel Romano. Right on." That's what you got to do. Speak it into existence. Wiz just says, "Enjoyed your stream. I need to get some sleep. 2:30 a.m. here. Have a good one." Hey, thank you for tuning in, my friend. Heavy Metal in the house. I was talking about you earlier, Heavy Metal. I forgot what I was talking about, though. But it was something I was talking about. I brought you up, you and your girls. Oh, I said something about how you always move your girls around and that you do good moving your girls around. I said, hey, you better than me because you move your girls around more than I do. Oh, Lord. He says, "I get morning briefings at work and practice them the night before using my ladies as the artists. It helps me." Oh, yeah, sweet. You know what? It's so funny. I used to perform a couple of my rap songs for my girls. So that I understand what you mean. I don't really do that anymore, but I have performed for my girls before, though. I really have. It's funny. So I feel you on that. That's cool. North Korea. MGTOW. He said it's 7:36 p.m. here in North Korea. Hello for MGTOW. I seen you check in the other day. I didn't know you was in North Korea, man. Good to have you, brother. Man, great to have you checking in from the other side of the world, man. Man, it's good to have you here. MGTOW says, I agree. I even cover while farting and blame my uncle. See that? You doing right. Maybe we need to get some of these girls to start doing that. MGTOW says, I watch a Japanese movie called Air Dog, in which the dog comes to life. Oh, really? I don't think I've seen that. I don't know. I might have to write that down to see if I can find that movie. Air Dog. I'm going to check that out. So either way, I caught up with everybody. We passed the 2-hour mark. Hey, it wasn't too bad. I think I tried to get out of here about an hour and 30 minutes, maybe. But we still made good time. We talked about a lot of good stuff, had a lot of fun, laughed about a lot of good stuff. So let me check something. Okay. That was it on that. So I do want to say, man, I hope you guys had a great day today. Man, I guess I pretty much know what type of show I'm going to do in the morning. It's going to be something to do with these abrasions and pokes, so to speak. So you'll be hearing that video at some time tomorrow. But other than that, we want to send God's blessings out over you. Thank you all for watching. If you're looking for a doll, remember, I got dolls in the description of my videos. I got vendors from Real Doll on down. You can check the About section as well. And you can also check the descriptions of all of my bios on my social media. But for right now, we want to send God's blessings out over you guys, whatever you're wishing for, hoping for, believing for, health, finances, new relationships. We believe that you already have it. All we ask you to do is receive it, baby, and you will. All we ask you to do is believe it, and you will receive it. So with all that said, it's been me, J-Dog King Hefner, the beautiful Saima Renee Uzumaki, and the beautiful Mar Blade. We are finna get the hell up out of here. Everybody saying bye, bye, bye. MGTOW, Matt G. What up, Matt G? He says, good night. Good to see you, Matt G. Checking in at the last second, man. God bless all of you. Have a good one, and we will see you all on the morrow. The morrow, there's always tomorrow. It's only a day away. I'm finna try to find some anime, maybe see one episode or two, and call it a night, get up, go back to work. All right, y'all, I'm out of here.